Early morning dog walks require serious equipment, don't they, guys? Come on then, let's go. I wasn't going to do Vlogmas, and I'm not going to do Vlogmas properly. I'm not going to be here every day vlogging. I'm going to take some clips from a few days in the week and I'll combine them into a weekly vlog at the end of the week. But yeah, I thought I'd put some little clips in for you. I didn't decide to do that until fairly late yesterday evening. So as you can see, we put the tree up and I didn't film that. I think I took a little clip of it when it was done. It's actually quite warm, so I'm going to take this off. But yeah, I thought we would do some little clips. We've been for a early morning dog walk, as you've already seen. Normally my other half and I split the dog walk. He takes one, I take the other on a morning. But he's had to go into work early. So it's currently 20 to 8 in the morning. No, that's not going to work. It's 7:39 in the morning. So it's 20 to 8. I don't start work till 9. I don't normally get this much knitting time on a morning, but I have some time. So I thought we should do a little bit of a film and a vlog. I'm going to open my advents as well around here. So we have 3 to open today. These are not food. No, they're not. So I have 5 advents. I know. But 2 of them aren't 24 days. So one is a 12 day. So I'll be opening that again tomorrow. That's the Work Knits advent. I opened mine yesterday and you'll probably see, because I've got some work to do on my advent project. You'll probably see that at some point. The other one is the James Makes Yarn advent, which is 5 full skeins. So again, I opened that yesterday, but I'm not going to open the next one until Sunday. The other ones I then have are the Cornered Craft advent, which is this one that we're going to open. Blue Fern Yarns advent, I've got the 10 gram version. And then this is actually, I think, the thing that I'm most excited about. This is a wonderful advent swap. I did this through Wool Swap, which I would have told you more details about, but I think actually they've stopped doing it at the moment. I think they've taken a break. Essentially, there are other things like this out there. Essentially, it's a website where you can sign up and you pay a really minimal fee. I think it was like $5 Australian. So what's that, about £3, something like. Oh my God, my hair's still a mess. Oh well, you'll get used to it in this vlog. You pay a really minimal fee and you fill in a form saying what you want and you don't want, and they organise a swap with you. This case was an advent swap, but they do wool swaps as well. There are loads of other things like that, and I've really, really enjoyed that. So this is a wonderful, wonderful swap from that I was set up with a fantastic person who I think is also a viewer of the podcast. So if you are watching, you know who you are. Thank you. I'm loving it so far. I've only opened day 1. I haven't opened any of the other presents you put in yet because they feel like wonderful little treats and I want to save them. But I am loving the yarn. So this is, I'm pretty certain she said it was last year's Discreet Unicorn advent. Not in the correct orders, but yeah, yesterday it was beautiful. And actually I think it was about the nicest one that I opened, which is, you know, it's awesome. So we're going to open these and then I'm probably going to spend the morning either working on my Amelia cardigan, or I will put these into my advent projects. I forgot to bring my advent projects down, so we'll see. But yeah, let's crack on and open them. Okay, so parcel has come from Amazon and I thought we'd do a bit of an unboxing because this is quite interesting. I'll try and not show you my address or anything. I guess knitting adjacent. One of my friends recommended this, who's also a knitter. So I mentioned last week on the podcast that I have problems with my shoulders. Excuse me. Dog just walked off with the packaging. I have problems with my shoulders. I've got problems with one of my shoulders, and I've looked at these before, but they've always been quite expensive. And one of my friends picked one up and said it's worth a try. She'd got one, and it was on quite a big discount for Black Friday, so I thought it was worth trying. It's quite looks like something for bondage maybe or something. It's quite heavy, which is not necessarily a bad thing, I suppose, because I guess you want it to pull down onto your shoulders. So the idea is that this bit goes around your back of your neck, and you've got these, I think they heat and they massage, and then these bits you put your arms through to pull it down, and then you've got your controls and things on the side. I'm assuming it probably needs a charge before it starts working, and really handily it's got that's a cigarette lighter charger. Who has a cigarette lighter charger anymore? Am I charging this in my car when I'm driving? Doesn't seem very safe. Needing a massage shawl. Have you got to have it plugged in? Prepare before use. Okay, so I don't think it charges. I think it's got to be plugged in. The power jack is in, so yeah, okay, so it's got to be plugged in, it's not charged. So we'll have a go and we'll try. So that to me then indicates you can use it while you're driving. You can't use that while you're driving. No way. Let's have a go. Let's see. So it's the power button, direction button, speed button, and heat button. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, that feels quite intense. See, have a look at. So that's the fastest. That's the slowest. That's the medium. Oh, so heat on or off, basically. Yeah. So when the red light's on, the heat's on. And you can switch it and it goes back the other way. I'll do that again so you can see it. Okay. I'm quite interested in this. Okay, I've taken one arm out of it so I can be able to actually put this at a decent angle and talk to you. What is that on my face? That's good. Great. That has just knocked off my shoulder pain. Completely. Oh, that feels so much better. Yeah, I highly recommend that. That is really, really good. Really, really good. Do you know what? I feel like it might even be worth it full price, but that was like, I think it was £29 or something. It probably isn't still that price on Amazon once I'm filming this and this has gone up. But yeah, really, really enjoyed that. Very highly recommend that so far. Okay, so it's 10 to 5. This is the aftermath of a busy day at work. One dog has been walked. I've taken one dog in the daylight because it's now pitch black outside. I'm going to go for a short walk with the second dog. My other half's actually not finishing work until a bit late this evening. So we're going to go walk the second dog. I'm going to put my massager back on a bit because actually my shoulder's a bit sore. And then we're going to have probably about an hour. Oh, actually maybe about 2 hour and a half probably of sitting and chilling and knitting. So I might put a Christmas film on or something like that, and we will sit and chill and knit for a bit, and I will see you then. is still morning, it's 11:30. I haven't checked in this morning with you. I've done my advents and everything like that, which you will have seen, and we've had a bit of a dog walk. I'm working away on my work knits advent, trying to get, this is day 1 still, so I've got a 12-day advent, which is why I've only just unwrapped day 2. This is day 1, this is day 2, which I can't wait to pop in. So I'm trying to get day one finished so I can put in day 2. But I've just had some posts that I thought we'd open. One of them I know is yarn. This one I don't actually know what it is. So we'll open the yarn first. If this one is not something you guys need to see, I'm not going to show it. This is from Spectrum Fibre. This is their Christmas, one of their Christmas colourways. There's no spoilers on this, because I know there was a mystery Christmas colourway, but this isn't that. So don't worry if you've ordered the mystery one. This is, she also, I'm just going to get this out. There we go. And there still is rustling. There still is rustling, so it's in a paper packet. She also re-released some of her older Christmas colourways, and this is one of them. I think this is called Kitsch Christmas. Just look at the packaging. Like, look at the packaging. It's beautiful. So we're going to open this and I'm going to show you. This is Kitsch Christmas re-release. Just 100%. First off, what a cute little stitch marker in there with it. That's so cute, and I love this holographic packaging. Yeah, Kitsch Christmas. I knew this was 100% my kind of thing when I saw the ad for it. So, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think this might be a Musselburgh for me. This might be a Christmas cast on of a Musselburgh. This is her twisted sock, which is 80% merino, 20% nylon. 100 grams is 365 meters or 400 yards. But just look at those colours. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. This is a Musselburgh. And yeah, like I say, super cute little stitch marker there. Let me see if I can get this out so I can show you. In fact, let me just see if I can. There, that's a bit better. You can see it a bit better. It's got little sparklies on it and everything's a little stocking sparklies on. It's not focusing very well, is it? Very pleased with that. And yeah, I don't know what this one is, so we'll open this, and you may or may not see this. Let's see. We're at that time of year, aren't we, where there's so much stuff arriving, and it could be Christmas presents, it could be interesting things. Oh, I thought this was a scam. I thought I'd been scammed with this. This is a Christmas present. Slightly lying, because it definitely said it was coming from Holland and it's come from Southall. So that's a bit different, but it has arrived. I'm very pleased with, because like I say, I thought this was a scam. This is a present to Christian. Hopefully he's not watching. This is a present from my husband. Yeah, I'm just supremely pleased that what I thought was a scam was actually not a scam and has turned up. So yeah, it is, what did I say? It's about 11:30. I've got a little bit more stuff to do for work this morning. Oh, your password has expired and must be changed. I'll do that in a second. Can I help you? Packaging apparently smells interesting. Very much getting into the period of the year now where things are starting to quieten down. I've found out 2 bits of work are going to be a bit delayed that I was going to be doing. So we are very much getting into the part of the year where it's more proactive work and things like that rather than responding to things. Oi, get off that. Thank you. So work is a bit quieter, which means I am able to do a little bit more sitting and knitting and stuff like that. So we're going to continue working on the work knits advent, and then I'm going to do a bit of work on my sample for wooling it to progress on that a bit further. So I'm going to do that over lunch. I'm hoping I might have another parcel coming today from from Wool Warehouse, and if that comes we will open that and we will show that. That might come tomorrow. I'm hoping it does, because it's going to be a contrast colour for something that I want your guys' opinions on, and I've got a call with my friend later who is actually the designer of the design that it's for. So I'm going to get her opinions as well. But yeah, I'm really hoping it turns up today. If not, then tomorrow. But yeah, let's go see if we can finish the advent, the first day advent of the work knits, to get that put in. What I didn't show you, sorry, rustling, what I didn't show you yet is what my first 2 days of the Corner of Craft Advent are looking like. So I have decided, I don't think I actually spoke about what I'm going to do with my Advents. This is probably a good point too. So I have these two, and I'm not sure what to do with these yet. So this is my Blue Fern Yarns Advent, which is very much a fade. I hadn't realised it was a fade, and that's my fault. This is day 3, and this is definitely a fade. And I have this one, which is a fade, but they're not in order. So this is my Advent swap from a viewer of the podcast, actually. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Sorry, time is going off. Who has said that I can name her on here now. So lovely, lovely, lovely Audrey, who I would really highly go and recommend you check out her Instagram. She has the most wonderful Instagram. She knits, she crochets, she cross stitches, and her cross stitches, her cross stitches are so beautiful and intricate, and just the whole colours on her Instagram are stunning. So I'll pop her Instagram either on screen or down below, and I really highly recommend you go and follow her. She's also just a wonderful, wonderful person who has clearly put so much thought into this Advent swap that she's done for me. But yeah, this is a fade. It's just not in the order of the fade, essentially. So what I think I'm going to do with these is I think I'm going to wait until I've opened them all and put them in fade order and then do something with that. But I'm not sure what to do with these. I did at one point think I'd put them together, but as you can tell, they are very different things. And this is also sparkly. It is just picking up the stellina in there. It's beautiful and sparkly, whereas this isn't. They also have quite a different texture to them. This is a lot softer and plumper, whereas this is more of a standard sock yarn, I guess. That's not any negative on Blue Fern Yarns. I love Blue Fern Yarns sock base, but I'm not sure what to do with those two. For the, oh no. Well, I'm going to have to do some fixing on that. I've just dropped some stitches. For the Work Knits Advent, what I'm doing is the Polesden scarf by Amy Loudon, who is Taylor S Studio. Sorry, I'm getting all tangled in my ends. Which is this lovely, lovely lacy Advent pattern. I think you're only supposed to have 9 of these as a repeat, but I've essentially decided that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knit until I run out of one colour, and then I'm going to start the repeat again, and you essentially start again at this garter block and then you do the lace. And I'm going to do that for each of them, and then I'm going to move into the next one. So the next one's going to be this colour, and I'm really enjoying that. It's a nice, yeah, I can fix that, that's not too bad. It's a nice, easily memorisable lace pattern that is really beginner friendly for beginner friendly for lace. If you've not knit lace before, it's really simple. You don't even do different types of decreases. You just do one. It's paid for pattern, so I don't want to give it away. But yeah, if you know how to do very basic stitches, you'll be able to do that, and it's really nicely explained. The other thing that I'm doing is with my Corner of Craft Advent, which, by the way, can we talk about how beautiful this colour is? They don't look so good balled up, but I will have put some footage in of the skein. This is so good. I love this one so much. And I'm turning that into a Resplendent shawl by Stephen West. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Stephen West. I like his patterns. I don't like all of them. Some of them are a bit much, but I do like some of his patterns. I've knit a couple of them before. I've knit the Dustland shawl. Nope, the Dustland socks. The Kinship shawl, which was lovely, and I think that's it, actually. I really would like to do the Go Dynamo, so I might do that next year. But I do not get on very well with his writing style, so I love his patterns, some of them, and I do think he does things that are so different than what other people do, but I don't get on very well with his writing style. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about it, I just don't find it very clear. But I was so in love with this shawl, this is what I decided to do. So with this one, I am making the Resplendent shawl, which I will pop a picture on screen of somewhere so you can see. It's this beautiful garter stitch shawl. This is essentially going to go this way, and it's a really long wingspan. And I'm using my Corner of Craft Advent. So this is day 1 at the bottom there, which was I am here to tell the story. So this is the Muppets Christmas Carol Advent, which is inarguably the best Christmas film. I will not back down on that. I will not back down on that at all. This is I'm Here to Tell the Story. This is day 2, which was And I'm Here for the Food. And I'm using Drops Fable in, I think it's just off-white as the contrast. Now, in the pattern, this is supposed to be done in your main colour, but I wanted to maximise as many of these as I can because this is supposed to have 64 stripes in it. According to my yardage and everything, I do have enough yardage. But what I'm essentially going to do is go through days 1 to 24 once. These are using like 3 grams a time. And then I'm going to start again at day 1. And I'm going to keep doing that until I've got the number of stripes that I need. So it's going to be repeated through the thing. But yeah, they're just gorgeous, these colours. And then this one is going to be the next. So we're going to have a dark stripe in there. Once I get into the pattern of this, I don't hate it. I've got it on not great needles. I could do with it on some different needles. I've got it on these pony fixed circulars, the 4mm ones. I think it's supposed to be done on 3.75mm, but I've done it on 4 because that's what I had to hand. And they're just, I don't know if you can see, yeah, they're not very sharp. So there's quite a lot of knit 2 togethers, pick up a garter bump from the row below, things like that to make the short rows. And they're not great for that. So I could do with them on a different set of needles, and maybe I'll do that actually today. Maybe I'll put them on a different set and get my 4mm tips and get them on that, because that is slowing me down, definitely. This isn't going to be done by Christmas because, like I say, I'm doing a day at a time, and then I'm going to have to do another repeat of the day. But yeah, I'm just really pleased with how this is turning out so far. Essentially, when I say you do short rows, the thinner stripes at the top and then they get thicker at the bottom, so it creates like a curved effect. And you've noticed I've wound up the yarn, so I'm hoping to add in my day 3 quite quickly on this. There are a lot of ends I'm going to have to at some point just sit and go through. A couple of the comments on the patterns on projects on Ravelry do say don't leave your ends till the end, weave them in as you go. So I'm going to probably do maybe 3 and then I go back and weave them in, because you've got contrast ends and main colour ends every stripe. But yeah, really pleased with how this is starting off. And it's garter, so it's squishy and it's going to be massive, and I just think I really wanted something that would properly show off the gloriousness of this yarn, and I think this does, so I'm very pleased with that. So this is Advent project number 2. I'm loving these so far. This is my first year doing Advents. I can't remember if I said that, and we'll probably be looking at doing it again, definitely. Okay, so let's get on and do something. It came. The warehouse order came. So I thought, I swear normally I don't get this many parcels. Obviously some of this is presents, some of this is Christmas pre-orders. This I did order myself, but I thought we would open the warehouse order. Let me do this because it's going to be rustly. So I have, first off, a couple of skeins of Stylecraft Highland Heathers. Get off. This is a 100% acrylic, 100% premium acrylic yarn. I have quite a lot of this in stash already. I have some, thanks for that. I have some, the shade of Moss, I think it's called, which is a really deep green, and the shade Gorse, which is a lighter green, as you might suggest. These don't look as heathered. They're called Highland Heathers, but I feel like the other ones I've got in stash are much more heathery. Let me go get them and I can show you. You've definitely just heard me creaking around upstairs. These are my favourite way to store yarn at the moment, by the way. I put them by project in these IKEA project bags. Sandwich bags. So this is the shade Moss, and this is the shade Gorse. And these are deep, deep stash. Can you see the, yeah, you can. You can see the heatheriness. I bought these ages ago to make some colour work for my other half. I think this was back in the day when I didn't know how much you needed for stuff. And I think I bought 2 balls of this and 1 ball of this and decided I was going to make him a sweater. I since then bought more of it. And I thought I could make a West Sands for him out of this, using these 2 as 2 of the colours. And then I tried to pick another couple of colours. I'm not sure about that one. I think that might look quite good, you know. I wonder if that's a bit too red. So this is the shade Whiskey. And online it looked a bit more red. Sorry, a bit more orange. But this is quite a red. Maybe I just use that for the pop because there's a little pop in the middle. And then this is the shade Grist, which is a really nice grey colour. That's a bit warmer on camera than it actually is in real life. I wonder if together, do they look all right or do they look a bit... This is the one I'm not sure about. Those 3. Gorgeous. very much this palette. That one might not be it. So I might have a look at other colours on the website. There was another green. I was just worried that it was going to be a bit too close to gorse. So that's an option. And these are so exciting. I've never tried this yarn before. This is really hard to read. Signet Sugar Spun. So this is, where is it? 8% acrylic, 20% wool. This is a DK weight yarn. It says 100 grams is 300 meters, so it's quite a light DK, but I do think it should be okay. Is that a light DK? Yeah, okay, it's not too bad. So this is 100 grams is 272 meters. This is 300 meters, like I say. Now I want this to knit the Pearly cardigan by Leah Amber Knits, who is, I'm testing it for her. It's not fully out for test yet. She's debating whether to do it this side of Christmas or not, but she sent me it. I've already said we're friends outside of tests and stuff like that. She's a friend of mine, and I've said from the get-go that I'd like to test it. So I've got a cream for the main colour. I've got Drops Lima for the main colour. And then I wanted to try something really bright, and I also thought it'd be fun to try something with a bit of fuzz to it for the I-cords. Now, that's why I wanted to try this stuff. I've got 4 shades of this. It does come in some other shades, and I don't know which one to pick. They're so fun. So this is the shade Cotton Candy. Again, it's coming up a bit warmer. It's a bit more of a cool toned, proper like a bubblegum pink on camera. In real life, it's coming up a bit more warm toned on camera. We then have the shade Fairy Floss, which is a beautiful, vibrant purple. And then these two are so neon. So we've got, these are almost obnoxious, they're so neon. This one's called Whisper, which is a really, this isn't a whisper, this is a shout, like, this is proper neon green. And then this is the shade Orange Fuzz, which is so bright orange. So which one of those do I pick for the contrast? I feel like the pink could be more neon. The pink I'm not 100% sure on. I think those 3 are my favourites, these 3. The purple is speaking to me quite a lot, actually. You can't really see on camera, but this almost looks a little bit thicker and fuzzier. But the orange and the purple almost have a bit more fuzz to them. And the green and the pink are a bit less. And I suspect that's probably just down to the dye. But they feel really soft. They feel quite nice. They feel, what did I say? It's not mohair, 80% acrylic and 20% wool. I thought it had mohair in it, but it's got a fuzz, it's got a halo. You can see on that, it's got a lot of halo to it. It almost reminds me a bit of Stylecraft Grace, but it feels a bit softer than that, actually. So it'd be really interesting to see how this works up. And whatever I don't use for those, I will use for something else. I mean, I could make the most obnoxiously coloured hat, couldn't I, out of these? So yeah, I don't know which one I'll pick, but they're so bright, they're so fun. They're so fun. Oh, I'm excited. I'm still not sure about that whiskey shade. Even, do you know what? Even without the moss, those 3 aren't bad. But it's like the moss and this one don't go together very well, so we'll think about that as well. I just need to show you this. I sneezed and we have the most judgmental dogs in the world. He's not so bothered. She gave me the most dirty look ever for sneezing. How could I? Good morning, it's Friday. I've been gone for 2 days. So let me catch you up on where we are and what's been happening. So Wednesday I decided not to film, just wasn't feeling great. Just was feeling a bit under the weather, had a bit of a cold. Cold computer is just behind here. This is what's reflecting off my glasses because I've just started logging on to work. I had a bit of a cold, wasn't feeling great, was in a bit of a bad mood just because I was just grumpy, honestly. I was just grumpy because I had a bit of a cold. And I thought, I'm not going to film today. We'll come back on Thursday and we'll film and I'll update you and everything. That was also a really boring day at home. There was absolutely nothing going on. So I thought, no big deal, we won't bother. And then what happened unexpectedly, obviously, completely unexpectedly, yesterday, my other half was really unwell. He didn't have the same thing that I had. He has some medication he's taking at the moment that gives him some really rough side effects, and he was having a really bad time with that yesterday. So he was off work, he was very poorly, he couldn't keep anything down. He was feeling very unwell. So yesterday I was being my best, putting on my best bedside manner, being my best, nursemaid, being my best nursemaid, and working because I was feeling better enough to be able to work yesterday, and also looking after the dogs and stuff like that. So I ended up not filming yesterday either. And then I nearly didn't film today because I've done a stupid thing that I'm sure we've all done. So I haven't opened today's advents yet. I'm going to open them in a minute and I'm going to show you. Let me switch hands because this is hurting. Oh, covering the camera. I'm going to open them in a minute. We'll open them together and I'll show you. But I opened day 3, day 4 and day 5 and thought I would keep day 4 and day 5 and thought I would show you. I'll keep them to one side and I'll show you. This morning, I can't find day 4. I don't know what I've done with it. And I did the, what I've done is I've put it somewhere safe. I've done the inevitable human thing of putting it somewhere so safe that I can't find it and I don't know what I've done with it. So we will find it, I'm sure. But what nearly happened this morning was I had a big strop with myself. Oh my God, you're so stupid. You can't even just keep track of what you've been looking forward to these advents all year and you've lost day 4. You can't go on YouTube. You can't talk about this on YouTube. There's no way you could put this on YouTube because it's so embarrassing. You're so useless. And I just had a moment of like, right, shut up, stop. This is completely normal and human. They will be here somewhere. It is a busy time of year. You've got stuff all over the place and I'm trying to hide presents and things like that. And yesterday it was just hectic trying to take care of everything. I'm sorry if I keep sniffing and I keep wiping my nose. I'm still feeling a little bit run down with a bit of a cold, but I'm completely different than I was the other day. But all that to say, it'll be here somewhere. And I just need to calm the fuck down and just carry on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to put you on a tripod and we're going to open. I'll show you day 5s. And a little extra thing that I opened from my swap advent, and then we'll open day 6s together, and at some point I will find day 4 and I'll show you. It will be here. It's not going to have been binned. It's going to be here. It'll be fine. And then we've not got much planned today. I've got an order came yesterday from Herbie that I wanted to show you, so I'll show you that at some point. Busy at work today. And then depending on how my other half's feeling, maybe we'll get something nice for tea. But it's probably going to be quite a chilled day. Again, not a lot going on. But I'm back and I'm updating you. So let me flip you around and we'll open some advents. Okay, so hopefully this angle is okay. I need to work in this bit. I need to remember to work in this bit. So let me show you first what we got yesterday. So we have the corner craft one and everything else is here. I realised yesterday, you may already have noticed this and you may have been screaming at the screen, that I had opened day 3 on day 2 of the Work Knits Advent, and this is actually day 2, so I won't open these out of order. But this is what I got from Work Knits for day 2, which should have been, I opened yesterday. What I'm going to do with this, I think, is, this is beautiful. This has got a lot of nuance in it, by the way. It's got reds and browns. It's called Brooklyn Brownstone. And it's absolutely stunning. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be opening day 4 tomorrow. So the Work Knits one is a 12-day advent, and I'm opening it every other day to spread it out through December. I can't remember if I said that it was a 12-day at the beginning and why I'm opening it every other day. Excuse me. So I'm going to open tomorrow and see what the next colour is. And depending on what the next colour is, I'm either going to rip back what I've done so far of day 3, that should have been day 2, and I will do it in order. Or if it doesn't look that, if the difference isn't, if it works still, I will probably just keep going with day 3 and then I'll put day 2 in afterwards and then I'll go and do day 4. But yeah, it's beautiful. Look at these bits here. If it's showing up with that sort of really rich rusty red and stuff, it's really beautiful. Really beautiful. This was my wool swap advent. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The colours that are coming from these are really interesting. Where's the other ones gone? There. These are a couple of the other days I want to show you. So I think this was the first day, this was the second day, and this was the third day. And from what I understand, they're supposed to be a fade. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to fade. But they are, I'm keeping them all together at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to organise them into the fade at the end. This was my Blue Ferns day 5. Blue Fern Yarns day 5. Really nice purple. And I'm putting that in here with my other ones except for day 4. Like we said, that one's going to go in there so I can keep track of that. And then this is the Corner of Craft day 5. So this was No Cheeses for Us Nieces, and it had the most wonderful vinyl sticker in it. No cheeses for us nieces. I love that line. It's possibly my favourite line in the whole thing. And this is day 5, No Cheeses for Us Nieces. I was a little bit disappointed isn't the word, but I was expecting some cheese colours in here, and maybe they're in there, maybe they're in the skein. But this is just a beautiful mousy brown colour with lots and lots of nuances always in the colours that have come out from her. But I was sort of expecting cheese colours, so a little bit disappointed with that one, but very minorly. So that was day 5 of the Corner of Craft Advent. Now I'm going to learn my lesson and I'm going to keep these safe. I'm not going to put anything stupid. Okay, oh, and I was going to show that I opened these as well. So this was a little extra gift I got in my wool swap box. And it was these beautiful stitch markers. I've taken one off already and I've used it on my project that I'm working on. But these lovely little Christmas stitch markers. So there's a little, there you are, a little reindeer, a stocking, what's that? Santa sack? No, a mitten, sorry. I'm trying to look at it reverse in the camera. And then a little Santa himself. And the one that I've put on the project is just here. Gorgeous little Christmas wreath. This is what I've been focusing on in terms of working, by the way, is the Amelia. I'm working on the sleeves 2 at a time, and I'm working away on those, and they're up here so I can work on them in breaks from work today. So let's open day 6. So what's the Corner of Craft name today? It is Heat Wave. This is my island in the sun. So we'll open that in a minute. This is the Blue Fern one. Let's do the wool swap one first. I love this packaging. She keeps putting them in with the stylised bears and things. I've got a couple of chocolates to eat there. It's going to be breakfast. Oh, I love that one with the greens. Wow, love that. Really love that. I'm going to put that in with those other ones that I just had there. That's safe. Blue Fern? We were in purple yesterday, so what are we going to be fading tonight? I think we might fade to pinks. Might be I'm not going to. Ooh, okay, that's quite similar to that yesterday's. It is quite a subtle fade. I'll show you yesterday's. What have I just done? What have I just done with that? Oh, I'll put it in that one, didn't I? See, I'm getting stressed with myself now. So this was yesterday's. Ah, yeah, okay. So there is a difference when you put them next to each other. This is cooler toned and this is darker, and it has more depth in it as well. Whereas this has almost got some reddy pinky bits in it and things like that. So that's day 5. That's day 6. Talk later about what I've decided to do with those. And then now this is Heat Wave. This is my island in the sun. Oh, wow. That is fab. That is perfect. That's like the little what do you call them, like the little, not luau's, that's not the right word, the little flower wreaths they're wearing in the shot. Oh, it's so good. This one has absolutely been my favourite. I wish I could find day 4 because it was lovely. It was even the vegetables don't like him, and it was quite a sort of creamy beigey base with pops of greens and oranges and things. It was lovely. And then yeah, this is beautiful too. So I'm going to put these somewhere safe. I'm not going to lose them. And yeah, we're going to crack on with the day and do some work. I thought we'd... Oh, okay. You're not coming in the video? Thanks. I thought we maybe would open the next mystery thing, which says, there we go, time for tea and a tasty treat. And I was just letting somebody see what he thinks. Oh, does it smell interesting? Not very, apparently. What is it? Okay, we'll open it. Do you want to see? Let me see. I'm not going to be able to do this one hand, am I? Oh. Please excuse that, that's my rubbish. Oh, what is it? Shortbread teddies. Now you're more interested. I bet you can smell shortbread. Daddy might have given you some shortbread before, and you might like it. What do you think? These would go nice with a cup of tea, wouldn't they, Pepper? I think we might need a cup of tea. I found it. It's only 10:30 in the morning. I found day 3. Let me empty this out. I keep saying day 3. It's not day 3, it's day 4. And let me show you what we had. So this is day 4 of my advents that I've now finally found. This was my advent swap. And in a minute, I'm going to show you the colours from these because these are beautiful when you put them together. This was my blue fern yarns. So we're starting to go into purples there. If I then just... So this was... do you know what? I'm not going to try and hold them up. I'm going to lay them out in a minute so you can see where we're going with them. And then this was Even the Vegetables Don't Like Him from Corner of Craft. I'm so happy I found them. I'm so happy I found them. Look at that. Beautiful with the orange and the green and the browns and the purples and the blacks. Browns. There's not really any browns in there, is there? Beautiful. Beautiful. So I found them. I'm so relieved I found them. Okay, so let me show you. This is Even the Vegetables Don't Like It. We're going to put that somewhere safe. Oops. This is what I've started working on with my blue fern yarns. Get that out of the way because that's not blue fern. This is, I think it's called the Advent Scarf 2021 by Dragon Hill Studios. It's a pattern on Ravelry. It's not free. It's £3.50. But it's a crochet scarf designed to use 10 gram minis rather than 20 gram minis. Most stuff is designed to use 20 gram. So I thought I would do this, having not really settled on anything, not been really happy with anything with the blue fern ones yet. So this is what I'm doing. This was day 1. This was day 2. Where's day 3 then? Day 3. Let me push that up there a bit so that you can see. Day 3 is going to be there. This is now day 4. Day 5. I'm going to have to spin that round because it's going to annoy you. They're not the same way. And day 6. So this is where we're going. That is going to look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to do some winding in a minute. I'm going to wind these up. Pop them on my Swift and wind them up. So that I can pop them on my Swift and wind them up so that I can add them in. Because it doesn't take me long to do one repeat. You can sort of see there where the colour changes. It doesn't take me long to do one repeat. I'll be able to catch up on this quite quickly. I know I said I was going to focus on my Amelia, but we're not going to. We're going to do this. We're going to catch up on this. And let me just show you these colours from this other one as well. Okay, so like I said, these are a fade. Excuse my laptop. These are a fade and these are not in fade order. So I'm going to put them in fade order at the end. But look how gorgeous and bright they are. I think I'm going to have to put these in some sort of blanket because I think this is going to be so stunning as a blanket. I might need some other stuff to add to it. Because I've only got 10 grams of each of these, but oh my god, they're so stunning and I love that they're sparkly. All together they're just the most incredible rainbow, and I think that's probably what it's going to be, isn't it? This one's wound up obviously, but yeah, super happy, super pleased with these. Hi guys, good afternoon. I haven't properly checked in with you again today. It's been a weird weekend this weekend. I mentioned yesterday in my brief little check-in that we've had a named storm in the UK, Storm Dara, and it's been worse than it would normally be. So it's really rare for, I think, anywhere in the UK to have red warnings, maybe other than like Scotland and stuff like that. But there's been red warnings for weather down in Wales and I think the southwest of England. And I've got a couple of friends who live in Wales and I know they've had a really rough time. They've had no power, they've had no internet signal or phone signal or anything like that for probably coming up for 24 hours actually now. Oops. And I know it's been really difficult. It's been rough up here, but it hasn't been anywhere near that bad. But it has meant that a lot of things that we were intending to do hasn't happened. So we were intending to go to a Christmas market yesterday. We were going to go to the Birmingham Christmas market. That didn't happen because the weather was terrible. And then today the weather's been rubbish, and then we've had a problem. I don't mind that, that's an end I've not woven in. We've had a problem with our heating overnight, which is really frustrating because we had a new boiler only a year ago. And it started having problems a couple of weeks ago. We thought we'd sorted it, and then this morning it just wouldn't turn on again. So we've had to spend the day trying to sort that, trying to get somebody to come out and fix it. And it's looking like it's going to be at least tomorrow before somebody can come. So we're all sequestered in one room. We're heating one room with a little electric heater that's costing a fortune. And yeah, we had plans to, I was going to go and we were both going to go and wrap some presents today. Which we could have done, but the rest of the house is absolutely freezing. We were gonna, I was gonna do a bit of tidying and stuff like that and sorting ready for Christmas, start packing things ready for going away. None of that's happened because, yeah, the rest of the house is really cold. I think outside it's something like 5 degrees, but it says it feels like -7 because of wind chill. I think that's a bit dramatic, but it is cold, like it's not warm. So the rest of the house is really cold. So today has been keeping warm, knitting and watching my other half play The Long Dark, which is one of his favourite games and one of my favourite ones to watch while I knit. I've been knitting away on my Amelia sleeves, which are still attached to the ball, so I'm trying not to pull any stitches off my Amelia cardigan sleeves. Pull back a bit so you can see those a bit better. We're doing really well. I think I've got 2 more sets of increases to do. I've just done a set of increases. I've got 2 more sets of increases to do, and then I essentially need to knit straight until a certain length and start shaping the raglan. I don't know how far I am off that length yet, so I don't know how far I'm going to be off that when I finish my increases, but I might measure that, and I'm hoping I might actually be able to get close to finishing these sleeves today, although that might be optimistic. But let's give it a measure and let's see. The rest of the footage you're probably going to see from today, so I won't be catching the camera again, is just me knitting and chilling. And then, yeah, we're going to be sleeping down in the living room tonight. We have our spare bed is down here, so that's not too bad. But yeah, we'll be all sleeping in one room, which will be fun. It's a great way to start off a Monday morning, isn't it? Having slept in your living room overnight. So we'll see. It's all fun and games. It could be much worse. I know a lot of people have got it much worse at the moment with this storm, so I am grateful, but not what I planned at all. So let's enjoy it. Let's make the most of it. Let's enjoy being cozy and knitting and doing nothing else. I have also had a couple of, you can't see very well, I've bruised this knuckle. And I've got a couple of sore bits on my hands from trying to bleed the radiators earlier to try and get things to work from that. And I've hurt myself a little bit. And I've scalded myself on some boiling water trying to heat up a hot water bottle today. So it's been a weird old weekend. But yeah, let's enjoy some coziness and some knitting for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, it is, what time is it? 6:15. I was last filming at about 3 o'clock. I did have a bit of a break to do some clean the house a bit and everything like that, but I have just finished my last increase row on the sleeves for the Amelia cardigan. I'm just going to measure. So I was at 14 inches before. I think I popped a clip in. I need to get to 18 inches. So basically I knit flat from here until I get to 18 inches. So let's have a look where we're at. If that's at the top. Oh, I can't get it to lay flat. Come on, there. We're at just shy of 16 inches, so I think I can call it 16, knowing that it will stretch a bit with blocking. So I need to do another 2 inches to get to 18 inches. Okay, so I've got to do 2 inches of flat knitting before I start the decreases. It is looking really good. I'm a bit torn. I don't really want to work on this anymore tonight. I should work on this because I would feel so much better once it's done, but I'm a bit fed up of working on this. As you can see, I've done a lot on this. So this was where I was at the start of yesterday. I did this much until today, and then I put this in this morning. So I've done a lot on that today. It is going quickly. It's just, you know, it's not done yet. It's got a lot more to do. So I might just have a pause and have a think about if I want to continue doing this for the night or if I want to do something else. I'm leaning towards something else, maybe something here. So that's my advent project, my crochet advent project on top, and then that's my West Sand sweater. I think I might fancy a bit of crochet, so I might do a bit of my advent project, or maybe the Vivienne blanket. We'll see.